is a first round exit for either of these teams. They're out. Unless they get lucky and get like a favorable matchup.
Nah, G, it's gonna be, hey, first round playoffs. Merry Christmas. It's the Bills.
Yeah, like that would not be a good matchup for either of those teams.
Yeah. What's good, Say What's Real crew? Welcome back to Say What's Real. I'm Nick.
I am Lawrence.
And as you see, Tyler Shuck has entered the conversation of being a good quarterback for the Saints. I told him last week, I said, everybody was kind of feeling him for what he did with the Panthers and how he looked at the second half for the Dolphins, and I needed to see a little bit more. I was impressed by this game. So that was my biggest surprise of the week. Tyler Shuck beating the Bucs. That was my surprise. Rain, all this, none of that shit matters. Tyler Shuck put the team on his back and won the game for us. Who's your surprise for this week?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're a Saints fan and you really believe that Tyler Shuck did anything that was impressive last week against the Bucs, I'm sorry. That was the Bucs looking awful. That has nothing to do with Tyler Shuck looking good whatsoever. That's a bad football team. That's a bad football team. The Buccaneers, they're just a bad football team right now. That has nothing to do with Tyler Shuck. The offense could not move the ball. There's nothing to do with Tyler Shuck. This deals with the Bucs. Emeka Egbuka wide open in the end zone, drop touchdown.
And who's that on?
That's not anything to do with the Tyler Shuck. That doesn't deal with Tyler Shuck whatsoever.
That's on Baker.
What do you mean? The throw was fine. It was a drop. It had nothing to do with Baker. That was a drop. Now Baker didn't play well either, and none of the offense played well. The offense line didn't play well.
Our defense held y'all the first game. It was Spencer Rattler who sold us.
No.
It was Spencer Rattler that sold us.
No.
So it wasn't.
There was about 3 or 4 drops. This is all execution. This is not has anything to do with Saints. Emeka Egbuka was wide open in the end zone. There was no one near him. He cooked the defense and dropped the ball in the end zone.
He did.
That has nothing to do with the Saints defense. The Saints defense is, I guess, playing okay, but this is more about the Bucs offense, who has been terrible the last 6 or 7 weeks. Baker Mayfield is playing awful. He has thrown, after being in the MVP discussion, the last 5 to 6 weeks, the man, I think, has thrown 8 touchdowns to 5 picks.
What do you think is going on with him? Please don't say the injury.
I mean, people are saying that, but I really think it just comes down to execution. It's just an execution standpoint. I'm seeing players open. He's missing throws. I'm seeing players drop the ball. I mean, listen, yeah, you got the reinforcements coming in. You got Mike Evans coming in. You got Jim McMillan coming back. But to me, this goes really way, way back. Really, it started against the Lions.
That's what
24-9. And then ever since then, the offense has been awful. We were 6-2 at one point, and now we're 7-6.
You think it's a coaching issue or is it a Baker issue?
I mean, this is a coaching issue because this happens every year, where the team starts off pretty well, they go on a pretty bad losing streak, and they have to end the season off, make it to the playoffs. They got to win the last 2-3 games or whatnot. That's the problem. It's like, how many times are you going to do the same shit and not get it changed? This is insanity. At some point, you have to look at the coaching staff and be like, are you okay with winning 9 games? Are you okay with winning 10 games and being eliminated in the first round? Or getting lucky and going against teams that are not like an Eagle team from years back who were having issues in the locker room and you got past them, just losing second round to the Lions. Or last year when you're favored at home, at the crib against the Commanders, and you see what happened, a loss.
And I ask this with no hate, but do you think a little bit of it is Baker really just showing who he is, like elite in the beginning or elite in certain spots, but in the totality of the season, he's not the one that's going to push y'all over?
No,
You don't think it's Baker at all?
not really. No.
Ty Bowles?
This deals with Todd Bowles. Baker Mayfield, the last 2 years, has put up excellent stats. This is actually his worst season out of the season he's been here. He's put up 35, 30 touchdowns. Right now, he's only at 20 touchdown passes. So there's a drop in decline. The running game isn't as good as last season. Obviously, you can put in with, Bucky Irving being injured or whatnot, but you got good backup backs. Sean Tucker runs the ball hard, and Rashad White runs the ball hard. I honestly think this team needs to be thinking about running the football more, for what I've seen, because the drives that looked good last week was from the running game. It wasn't really from the passing game. And I get it. Everyone wants to be pass happy because you got all these weapons. But at the end of the day, what wins games is being able to run the football to open up the pass, the play action game. Throwing the ball 40 times a game, 45 times a game, usually does not win you a lot of football games. So, two things can be right at the same time. Do I think Tyler Shough is a good quarterback or not? No, I don't. I think he's okay. I think he's an okay quarterback.
You thought he was trash at first, though.
I still think he might be trash. But that's here and there. I think he's showing potential. I mean, listen, Shedeur Sanders looks better than him. I mean, that's pretty obvious. And he has less starts. I mean, does he look better than Cam Ward? That's not saying much. Cam Ward doesn't look good at all. I mean, he has the worst supporting cast in the league. Kellen Moore is an offensive-minded guy. I hope Tyler Shough looks decent. I hope so, because the head coach is the man there. So I'm hoping he looks decent. I think he's going to be okay. I didn't see anything from him, to me, other than maybe some decision-making, especially running. That was the reason his passing didn't show me anything different. It was him running the ball. The big runs, the decision-making, that was impressive to me.
What was impressive to me, because a lot of people, what they were saying about him, he's scared to take hits and da-da-da-da. He can't be in the pocket. In the fourth quarter, he made some throws within the pocket that extended the game. Like the two throws to Vele. You got one on the deep out on the right, and then you have the inside post. Those are two good throws that he was actually in structure, and he took a hit. Because normally they would say, he would get scared, panic, and do some dumb shit. So I was impressed by those. The escape on the touchdown that was all over ESPN or wherever the hell it was at, that was shocking to me. Like, it did make my mouth drop.
Did he have 2 rushing touchdowns?
Yeah, both runs were crazy.
I'm saying it was decision making.
But that's low key, like, it is what it is. It was just the way he was performing in the pocket. I was more impressed because I haven't seen that much already. Everything's been off schedule. Like, scrambling out the pocket, throwing it deep, or it's been like, he's evading something. It hasn't been many times where he just stood in the pocket, took a hit, and made some throws. Especially the Vele, who we just gave up a 4 for, and we haven't been using this nigga. So that's why I was more impressed from that. The runs were good. And Todd Bowles, sitting in the house. So I thought he would be scared. I thought it'd be like a Sam Darnold versus the Rams type situation. But the rain probably saved him. So they relied on the run.
The Bucs defense ain't nowhere near the Rams defense.
It ain't, but just the way they sent pressure, I thought that would get shaken up. But that's why I was impressed. That he stood in the pocket, he made some throws, his decision making within the pocket too. But
he didn't impress me, because impressing me would have been finishing off the game. The Bucs got the ball again, so he didn't impress me. If they would have gone ahead, he would have shut the game out. The Bucs would get the ball back. That'd been one thing. The Bucs got the ball and did a stinker. So that was all on the offense there. It wasn't. That's the thing with me. To me, when it comes to quarterback play, don't let the team get the ball back to have a chance to win the game. Don't even give him the chance. He got lucky that the Bucs didn't execute. Because if the Bucs would have executed, we might have a different conversation right now.
But the thing is, I didn't even want us to win. I'm watching the game like, what are y'all doing? Like, it was cool to see the moment happen, but I'm sitting here like, come on, Baker, give us this number 1 or 2 pick. Come on. And they didn't do it, and I was like, God damn. I was actually shocked, because I'm like, I know how the script goes. Tyler Shough is going to play good. He's going to have these highlights, and then Baker Mayfield, at the end of the game, gonna have some heroics. But when the heroics didn't happen and then we won, I'm conflicted. Damn, I'm happy we won, but at the same time,
he hasn't shown no heroics in a long time. He didn't show heroics last week against the Cardinals. The Cardinals should have won the football game that time, but the Cardinals are the Cardinals. So, like I was saying, I'm kind of sick and tired of this. I'm kind of hoping, low-key, the Falcons put us out of our misery tonight. But
come on, G.
It would be nice if they go ahead and put us out of our misery, because I don't think I want to see this team in the playoffs. I don't think I want to see it. I know a lot of fans are going to get excited. We're getting Mike Evans, Jimmy Millen back. The offense is going to... I'm telling you right now, don't get too excited. You got to remember, at the end of the day, let's say the offense does start popping again. Do you trust that defense? You start thinking about the playoff teams that are going to be this season. Do you trust them to go on the road to the LA Rams? I don't. Do you trust them to go on the road, even at how bad the Eagles have looked? Do you trust them to go to Lincoln Financial and beat the Eagles? Be realistic now. This defense, there's a lot of things we gotta improve. We're so desperate on the defense side of the ball. We signed back 36-year-old, seven-finger Jason Pierre-Paul. That is desperate, ladies and gentlemen. And people are getting excited. As a Bucs fan, be realistic.
That is sad.
That's how bad Hassan Reddick has been. A waste of $14 million. What I'm saying is this. You got to be realistic. Look your team in the mirror and realize, should we really be caring about the playoffs if you know damn well you're not going far?
That's a good question too. Because what's the point? Getting in there and then
first round exit again.
And if you and I know you gonna know this too. If y'all make the playoffs, Ty Bowles gonna keep his job, and that's probably the worst part of it.
He keeps his job even if they go 9-8. He'll keep his job because
and they don't make the playoffs.
Yes. That's the problem. They're okay with mediocrity, and that's why I think he should be fired. The offensive coordinator should be fired. Whole new staff. This team, offensively, should be able to go win a Super Bowl. Defensively, they need some help.
I mean, if we keep it a buck, the offense wasn't even since the beginning of the season, the offense wasn't what it was last season. Last season, it was crazy. But in hindsight, it was the Texans' defense. That Texans' defense was real good. A lot of it was late heroics.
Well, Liam Cohen, defense, he was offensive coordinator last year.
Yeah.
Liam Cohen, obviously you're seeing what he's doing with the Jaguars. The man is an offensive mastermind. So, of course, but this guy.
He was right under him.
Yeah, but he's never been a play caller, and that's the problem. That's why I think we were being lazy. You went from Dave Canales, who has so much experience with the Seattle Seahawks, and did a good job, so good that they gave him a job in Carolina. And look at what he's doing with the Panthers right now. He's making Bryce Young look better. And then you get Liam Cohen, who's another offensive mastermind, who's called plays before. And you go to a guy who was like a passing game coordinator. So it's
that's a good point.
Now you don't know, he doesn't know when to run, when to pass. He's calling bonehead things. To me, we were being lazy, and we were also being cheap. Go out there and get another offensive coordinator in here.
And they also were just riding the wave of Baker would take care of it. Baker would just get us where we need to go.
Which could be okay, but when you start having injuries, you got to play your rookies. It's different.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to get saved by Mike Evans and Chris Godwin if they're not healthy. And then Ibuka has taken a step down. He's looking like a rookie now, which a lot of people have to understand he is a rookie. So
they expecting way too much.
They're expecting.
And a part of the season when he was lighting shit up was because of 13. Like when 13 was on the field, it was allowing him
because
to
you're getting
space.
the second and third and slot corners, nickel corners, so you don't have to worry. And now he might pick it back up because you're going to have, Mike Evans is just a decoy and he's not healthy, your number one's going to be on him. And your number two might be on Godwin. Godwin's starting to wake up. Now your number three, Ibuka, can go off. And then you got McMillan back. So to me, this will tell me a lot if the offense wakes up. But even if it does wake up, Nick, I don't give a damn because I already know this is a first-round exit. I've seen this defense enough to know this is done. Whoever we see in the first round, if we were to make it, I'm kind of hoping the Panthers go ahead and find a way to not mess this up and win this division, because I don't want to see this shit again. I don't want to see a first round exit again. Like, that doesn't help anything. The draft pick is way too high.
Best team, any differences? Like, I guess I would just say the Packers, because I just have to pick somebody right now.
Until proven otherwise, I'm going New England Patriots. So, I mean, I think they're fraudulent for sure, but like I said about the Colts, I found out how fraudulent they were. Right now, the Patriots, they're 11-2. Do I think their record? Do I think they've had an easier schedule? Sure, but at the end of the day, they are 11-2, which is an impressive record. And this week, they got another hard game against the team they've already beaten in the Bills. So
that's where we get interesting. We'll talk about that. But our favorite segment, Trash Alert. It is here, people. Who's going in the trash can today?
Well, first things first, the Bucs. Like, I would just go ahead and put his hat in here if I could, but they're number one. But we've already talked about them. Number two, Kevin Stefanski. Get your ass in here. I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on. I'm not understanding if you gambling, or you're like, man, I got to lose this game, or what's going on with these going for two and doing these dumbass wildcat plays. I don't know what's going on with that. That was stupid. It made no sense. Are you with Sheduer or are you against Sheduer? I'm not really sure. So that's stupid. Another one, I think the Las Vegas Raiders and Pete Carroll are gambling. I have never seen this shit before.
Bro, the 10-point spread? The 7.5?
7.5 spread. It's 24-14. I think the referees are in on it for that penalty call, delay a game on the defense.
4 seconds left.
I've never seen them kick. You know that the game is over. Why would you bring the kicker out there to kick the field goal? That doesn't make any sense. Why would you just throw a Hail Mary or something? What's that going to do? You don't even get the kick off or nothing for an onside kick. Doesn't make any sense. This is why we think there's collusion in the NFL and there's gambling going on. Because that made no damn sense. And I didn't even bet on it, and I don't think you bet on it. So it has nothing to do with that. It's just, imagine if you did bet on that.
You know, that was one of the things I bet it was like maybe a month and a half ago because I stopped betting. But it was like an over and under game between the Jaguars and the Chargers. I can't remember whatever I had, but the Jaguars got all the way down the field. They could have kicked the field goal. I've never seen it before. They decided to go for it. And I was like, there's like 5-6 minutes left in the game. And they were in that range. And I think of another game where I think it was the Raiders where they punted. They were at the 30.
Against the Browns.
Yeah. They was at the 30.
Yeah.
Where they could have just kicked the field goal and end the game or whatever. But they punted. I've never seen a punt from that side. And I was like, see, that right there, it tells me it's something going on. I don't want to cast aspersion and say, hey, it's rigged and all that, but that ain't right, bro.
What about that Lions and Giants game where the Giants are up by 6 and they go for it on 4th and goal at the 6? You kick a field goal, the game is over.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I don't understand it. But I do want to say this. If you're a bettor and you're like, oh, sports betting is rigged and all this, just pick the right fucking pick. Stop complaining about it. We're complaining about, oh, they're gambling, they're throwing against and all this and the flag. Make the right pick. Because if it goes your way, I bet you happy. So that's why I'm like, I don't really get mad at the game's rigged, because there's two options. Either your spread's going to get covered or not. So if it doesn't go your way, you're pissed. If it does go your way, you're happy. Somebody's getting screwed. So it's like a lot of complaints is coming from like people who got screwed, but the people who quiet are the ones who ate. Because I'm pretty sure if you had the Raiders, you had the, the Browns, you'd have been cool. You'd have been like, oh, yeah, man, yeah. I'm happy. Cover that spread. Thank you, ref. So it's always who bets. It's never like, oh, it's just fucking everybody. Nah. It's only you, and you're upset. I don't give a fuck that it's rigged. I really don't, because it doesn't matter. Either you pick the right pick or not.
Yeah. And if it's rigged, like you said, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Like, you gonna still watch it, so.
Pick who you gonna pick.
Yeah, pick who you gonna pick. Still gonna watch it. We're still gonna watch it.
But back to my trash alert. 2 people. Well, not 2 people, but the Commanders. Why is Jaden Daniels playing with an elbow just to come back and get another elbow injury? Why? Why did he come back? I was so confused why he even was playing. So that alone is trash. And then 2, we got this thing where we try our best. We try our best not to talk about our brothers. You know, we try our best. But goddamn, Jalen Hurts. That man, listen, I don't want to say you. It just hurts me to say it because, come on, man, like that was bad. That Monday night game versus Chargers.
He kind of fucked you for your fantasy too, didn't he?
Yes, bro. Just in general. I'm not taking it personal because I got him in fantasy, but it's just principle. I'm watching the game and it's like, bro, what is going on?
You ever seen 2 turnovers in one play?
No, it was awful. I'm like, do y'all miss Kellen Moore that much? Like, do y'all miss Kellen Moore that much? But yeah,
I think they just been figured out.
Yeah, bro. It's just,
I really think that's what
you
it
think
is.
it's figured out?
Yeah, because the offense has always been kind of basic. You kind of know we're going to try to run the ball down your throat, run the ball down your throat. Everyone knows Jalen Hurts doesn't the ball deep. So it's always been kind of like a short to intermediate passing game, a lot of slants and maybe like an out route here and there. Like, it's never been like a vertical passing game. Everyone knows, like, the Eagles' game. So, like, if you can stop the run and make Jalen Hurts beat you, there's a good chance you can stop their offense.
But yeah, that's trash alert. I hate to put Jalen Hurts in there, but
no choice.
That shit, it's just, I kind of
4 picks.
Got to do it, bro.
I mean, come on, man. 4
One
picks.
on wasn't his fault, but it's just the principle, bro. The offense has been looking ass, and he hasn't did anything to elevate the team.
Saquon Barkley is not Saquon Barkley this year either.
At all. All right. Panthers at Saints. As much as I would love to just say, hey, Panthers, go ahead and beat us so we can get this pick, I just want to see Shuck do good. I don't really care about the results. The only thing I care about is seeing Shuck do good. If we win, we win. If we lose, higher pick. It's cool. Like, there's no like angst in the game for me. It's like, oh man, I'm just so nervous. I'm just watching it. If Shuck has a good game, great, you know. But I do think a sick part of me believes that we're gonna beat the Panthers, and that's gonna piss me off. Because I feel like we kind of know what to expect against them, and we've had the Panthers number. Like, versus Bryce Young, we're 1-4. Like,
you mean 4-1?
Oh, sorry, 4-1. You know what I mean? But we've had his number. Now he's coming to New Orleans now, and normally it's hard to beat a team back to back. I understand that, but I still, we don't know what to expect from the Panthers. 1 week they're good, next week they're ass. So it's like, I know the Saints show up and try their best. They're gonna give it their best. If they bad, they bad. But the Panthers, you just never know what you're getting. So if you're telling me put my money on Bryce Young or the Saints, I'm gonna put my money on the Saints, and that's just how I have to do it until proven otherwise. I like what I'm seeing from Kool-Aid and Quincy Riley and the defense and Chase Young. He's been doing well. I like what I'm seeing from Vele. Olave likes to play against the Panthers. They kind of know what Shuck does already. Shuck already been doing things against them. I just feel like the team's going to be ready for him. And until I see Bryce Young light us up, I ain't going to believe it.
I really wish that I would be able to see what this Bucs-Falcons game was looking like first before I can make this prediction, because I really think it comes down to that game to see what's really going to happen. I feel like if the Bucs win, I feel like then the Panthers are going to come out here and they're going to run the ball down the Saints' throat, and they're going to go ahead, and Rico Draw's going to have a great game, and they're going to do enough to get the win. If the Bucs lose, I can see the Panthers losing. I think that's what type of race this is going to be.
Right,
I think it's going to be
facts.
because the last game of the season, I'm pretty sure the Bucs and the Panthers play. And if it's not the last game, second to last game. So it's like they play twice like the next couple weeks. So it's like, to me, it's going to come down. This is obvious. This is what they want. You know what I mean? last game coming down for the division. Like, the drama's building up. You know what I mean? So I really think it comes down to that. Because if it came down to just like X's and O's, I'm probably rolling with the Saints. But to me, it deals with this drama part. And I mean, the Panthers, like you said, they are Jekyll and Hyde. They are Jekyll and Hyde. Now, this is a revenge game, but I like revenge games more when you're at home and not on the road. So this is a revenge game, but it's better when you're at home. And on the road, yes, we've seen some growth from this Panthers team. They have been on the road, and they did beat the Falcons. But the Falcons are atrocious. They're awful. And it took them overtime to get that job done. I think this game could be something like that, where this game could go into overtime. But right now, they're coming off a bye week, the Panthers are. Let's see how they're looking off a bye week. You know what I mean? Because to me, they're coming off the biggest win of their season against the Rams. They went to a bye week. So maybe that momentum might have went away. Like, usually when you beat a team like that, you want to keep going because now the momentum's looking up, you know? Now, obviously, they still probably have the confidence, but I'm just saying you had that could calm down a little bit because you've been off. You know what I mean? And usually when you get a week off, you don't practice as much that week. They let you come in on Thursday, Friday, whatnot, rest your body. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the Panthers to be devil's advocate by like a field goal at the end, a Ryan Fitzgerald 55-yard field goal in the Dome to win this game. But to me, honestly, if it was X's and O's, I'm probably picking the Saints just because they've looked better of late, and with the Panthers, it's Jekyll and Hyde.
You remember earlier when we were doing our predictions, and you were saying like the Bucs take care of the division, no problem. And I was like, this shit always gets sticky. I was wrong about the Falcons because I think I was the one that said it would be the Falcons and the Bucs coming down to the end, it'll get shaky.
Yeah. You
actually said, if anything, it would be the Panthers.
I did say that.
So you were actually right on that. But I think we both can say we didn't. I mean, I said it would get sticky, but I'm like, I didn't think it would be this sticky. Like, this is pretty sticky. Like,
well, the division should be wrapped up.
Right.
And that's the point that's funny. I'm thinking by this point, the Bucs will have about 9 wins right now. Around 9 wins, maybe 10 wins right at this moment. I'm thinking 10-4, 9-5. Obviously, that has not happened. And I think the Panthers are exactly where I thought they would be. 7 wins, 7-6. This is kind of where I thought they would be, like around this range. Because I looked at the rosters. I try to tell you, the Falcons roster is not that good.
Whoa. It's not the roster with the Falcons. It's the coaching.
It's both. It's the roster configuration, too. It has configuration, too. It's not only... They're top heavy. They're top heavy. They have a number 1 receiver. They have a great running back.
They got a mid tight end.
Their tight end doesn't live up to expectations every year. Everyone gets some fancy or whatever, and he doesn't do anything. The quarterback, as I try to say, isn't good, and the offensive line is not very good. So when you're top heavy at certain positions, it might look like you're a better team. The Panthers are okay everywhere. They're just okay, though, and that's why they're 7-6, because they're okay a lot of places. And even the emergence of Rico Dwaddle has helped them, because we just thought Chuba Herbert was going to be good.
Yeah,
but it's been both. And then these receivers have been emerging. Like Xavier Leggett's been playing better, and obviously we knew T-Mac was going to be straight. But like their defense has been optimistic, get a lot of turnovers. So they've been getting interceptions and fumbles, and they've been playing, but they're all okay. To me, like, that's enough to like be second in this division if you're just okay. Nothing's great. The only thing they do probably great is run the ball. Like, but nothing is great.
That's the only thing.
Yeah, nothing is, but that's enough.
So it's really more on the Bucs for falling.
I think so.
For falling. It's
because you think about it, you beat the Saints, you're at 8 wins, and then you go and look at some of these other losses, right? There were other games, like that Patriots game got out of hand. That could have been a winnable game. Mm-hmm. You go look at some of these other losses they got. Obviously, the Lions one is definitely a L or whatnot. Yeah. But like the Eagles game coming back, could they have battled? If that block punt doesn't happen, there's things that you could have gotten to 8 to 9 wins where you're looking like, oh, this division's over. It's more on the Buccaneers not closing out the deal. But this is what they do every season. So this is why I think Bull should be out of there.
Facts. All right. So as you spoke of earlier, Sheduer looks good. Looks better than Tyler Shuck. You got no Corey from it. Like, I'm not going to fight that. I'm rooting for Sheduer, so it's not really like a thing. But Sheduer is now about to go through a few decent teams. The Titans, I admit, bro, the Titans is ass. So I was impressed, but I'm kind of like, it's the Titans.
People keep saying that, but no one has thrown for 364 yards against them all season long. And
That's
no
a
good
good
point.
point.
No damn 4 touchdowns
That's a good
against
point.
them either. So
he balled out.
They're a lot of people like to say how ass they are, but no one else did the way he did against them. So
That's a good point. I would like to see what's going to happen with the Bears, and I still feel like Stefanski is holding him back.
oh, he's definitely holding him.
And it's like, for what? Just let go. You already say he's the starter for the whole year. We didn't even think he would be the starter for the whole year. Remember early when we first got the news, he joined the team. What we said, he might not even play a game this year. He's played, 3 games now?
Yeah, I mean, once the midget quarterback came in,
Yeah.
I mean, we should have known he was going to get in there.
But
Yeah, midget
it's just,
quarterbacks.
he has the opportunity now. Like, what's the big deal of just seeing what he can fully do with full support? It doesn't hurt you. Like, it doesn't hurt. You have him be the starter. You give him the red zone drives. Give him every opportunity. Don't hold him back. See, if you give him everything and he fucks up, now you have an excuse. You know what? We gave him all these opportunities and he's messing up. When you don't give him opportunities, the fans are like, what are you doing? You're holding him back. And it's all this backlash. And now we on your ass even more. Because we already want to see Sheduer, and now you're holding him back.
This game's going to be tough for him because the weather is going to be awful.
Which is going to be a great dog. If he plays decent, I'm not even asking for him to play good. If he plays decent in the cold weather versus the Bears versus a playoff team, and just lose by 1 score or something like that. If they just plays decent.
This is a winnable game, though. It's a winnable game. I'm going to tell you, this is a winnable game for the Browns.
You think the defense is going to be able to?
Yes, I do.
That Myles Garrett do his thing.
The only way it doesn't is if what happened last week happens again. And I don't know what the hell that was last week. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm not crapping on Tony Pollard or the Titans running game. I actually got Pollard in fantasy. He did me really good. He got me a bye week and all. But he hasn't done that all season long. So if DeAndre Swift and Kyle Monangai come out here and run the ball, and Ben Johnson likes to run the ball, and they just run the ball down their throat, and you know they're going to need to run the ball a lot because of the weather, that can be an issue. But if the Browns defense does what they've been doing mostly all season, being a top-tier defense, this is going to be a long game for Caleb Williams in that offense because you got to remember the pressure's on now. Okay? You haven't been in this position in years. The Bears haven't, right? You still can win this division, okay? And the playoffs are up for grabs too because guess who's right behind you? You got to play them soon. The Lions, okay? They're a game back of you. So let's not sit here and think, this playoffs for the Bears is a given. So there's now pressure on you. There's no pressure out here for the Browns. None.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying.
Nothing. So you're playing with fool's gold. You can just do whatever the hell you want out there, right? And if I'm Kevin Stefanski, I don't know about you, but I'm playing for my damn job. Like these players are playing for my job because there's a good chance I could be fired.
I don't even think I don't think they would fire him.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. If they lose out, he's fired. And really,
that's a good point. Yeah.
And also, if Shedeur Sanders plays well, he might be fired. Because why was he fourth string? Why was he not getting enough first string? You're fired. Like, to me, this is a lose-lose for him. It's a lose-lose. Why would we keep him?
The fancy can put himself in a sticky situation.
Yeah, like what?
Man. He did himself dirty. I ain't think about that. If he lose out, he's probably fired. If Shedeur does great, he's probably fired because, like, why was he not even playing? Like,
why was the midget quarterback getting first-team reps, but the 6'3" guy who was the Debbie O'Brien winner, voted the best quarterback in college, not getting first-team reps? Please explain this to us.
You know what's so electrifying about Sheduer is even when he goes to other stadiums, they in the crowd. Yep. That's why I'm like, bro, why? That's what pisses me off. The Bears, each team responsibility is to make money.
Yeah.
The game is about making money.
Yeah.
Selling tickets, selling jerseys. You have a player that you drafted that has a whole bunch of hype, whole bunch of support, whole bunch of culture, and you don't start him. That him alone could have put asses in seats, could have sold. The jerseys would have been selling like hotcakes off the rip.
And they are selling.
Especially, yeah, and they selling, especially now that he's winning, he's doing his thing. It's the owner's responsibility to make the best decisions to make the most money. Well, Sheduer could make them the most money, and they're doing dumb shit. That's what pisses me off.
I think the owner and the GM are the ones who wanted Sheduer. I think it's the coach that don't. That's why it's the coach decision on who plays. But I think
override the coach.
I agree, and obviously we see what's been happening. Now, what's funny is the PR for the Browns can't get enough of Sheduer. They put him on everything. They play everything he's ever done. Everything.
Yes.
They've been using him since before preseason. Anything that he's done, they've been showing him.
Because they know that's what's getting the fan excited.
Exactly.
The fans don't care about, respectfully, they don't care about Dylan Gabriel.
They don't care about the midget quarterback.
They actually don't even care about nothing else. They just want to see Sheduer. Everybody wants to do this.
Yeah.
So give them this. Like, why y'all just, that's what frustrated me this whole time.
They have a big decision to make in the offseason when it comes to, depending on the record, because they're probably going to have a top 5 pick. Do you draft one of these quarterbacks, these college quarterbacks?
Hell no.
Obviously, I'm not, but this might be a decision they think about, depending on these last 3 starts. Do you roll with the massage?
Come on, man. I just got a massage today. That
you know what I mean?
good.
Like, do you go with Deshaun Watson? You know what I mean? Like, it's a big decision. To me, I'm rolling with Shedeur Sanders, but that's just me. I'm giving him a whole offseason, and we're going to see what perfect timing can lead us to. Because that defense is already a top 5 defense.
Yeah.
You give him some weapons, give him a better old line out there.
And then y'all came up with a nice running back. Man, come on.
Two.
Oh, 2 of Samson. I don't want to sleep on Samson, too. But this ain't. We'll see. We're going to get us some more time. I'm rooting for Shedeur. We're both rooting for Shedeur to do good versus Bears.
Yeah.
I do believe, like he said, I think the Bears, all that last little run they had, that was cute. I think they about to come down to earth. I think they about to lose the division. Well, they're not going to win the division. The Packers going to win the division.
A lot of people think that they still have a chance.
Man,
a lot of people think they're going to win next because they play the Packers again next week. They think that they're going to get them at home.
Nah,
I think this could be a letdown game. They might be looking over the Browns and looking to play the Packers again.
They lose to the Browns, that'd be stupid sick.
I think it's gonna be a close game. I think it's gonna be a low scoring game. I mean, the weather, it can go either way. Dogfight.
But Ravens or the Steelers, who's gonna win this division?
Do either one want to win?
That was something I was thinking about. Who really wants? Like, we all know Lamar's really hurt, so it's kind of like he's just playing. We want Lamar to go.
If you on the field, you got a job to do. So,
and the Steelers, you got old man Rodgers. I like Rodgers.
He's playing hard, man.
Yeah, he's
playing, rushing touchdown. He's playing hard. Listen, obviously, I gotta be honest. When it comes to 40-year-old quarterbacks, and we gonna get on talking about Philip Rivers soon. When you talk about 40-year-old quarterbacks, obviously, like, the standard when you're that old is like Tom Brady, how good he was in his 40s still,
yeah.
Right? And then now you're seeing Aaron Rodgers. You know what I mean? And it's like, we can be honest, he is a shell of his former MVP self, but he still shows signs of that there was an MVP there. He's still a good quarterback.
Yeah.
But as good as a quarterback as he still, I guess, is, you can't trust the Steelers defense. And on offense, if DK Metcalf is really your only, because he had 7%, 148. Like, he had to do so much in that game. Like, you got to get more production out of these other receivers on the team.
I wonder if they had kept George Pickens.
Yeah, I know.
That
just made no sense to me.
Also, you see with Watt, this little lung thing situation going on? Have you heard about that? Is he going to be out? I don't know.
They need him.
That's what I'm saying. If they don't have him, but then do the Ravens want to win? Because it's like I don't know who's going to win the division.
Listen, and they got the Bengals again. So I mean, who they got to go to? This time they got to go to Cincinnati. I don't know, man. I feel like the Steelers might win this division just because like the Ravens are just. But it's not going to really matter because as we were talking about with the Bucs, this is the first round exit for either of these teams. They're out. Unless they get lucky and get like a favorable matchup.
Nah, G, it's going to be, hey, first round playoffs, Merry Christmas, it's the Bills.
Yeah, like that would not be a good matchup for either of those teams,
that
right?
Shit could, man.
But like, it would have to be like a favorable matchup to me. Mm-hmm. And maybe if one of them got the Broncos or something, because I still don't believe in the Broncos. Yeah. So it would have to take something where it's a team that will be a favorable matchup. As you know, Bo Nix, you can see Bo Nix throwing some picks.
But they're going to win their division, so that's not going to be an option.
That's true.
So that's why I even mentioned it. I think it'll be something like it's either the Chargers or the Bills, and more than likely it's going to be the Bills.
They need They need to be the Chargers.
Yeah.
Oh, it could be. No, too many losses. They're not going to play either. They're not going to play the Jags got 9 wins right now, right? So
yeah,
they could get up if they keep winning. Even though that division's going to come to the end, right? The Texans have been coming on.
Man, listen. Woo, we'll talk about the Texans another time. The Bills at the Patriots. I want to say the Bills going to win just for like a revenge factor, but something about the Patriots just being a better altogether team than the Bills is more likely going to be the outcome. Like Like last week versus Bengals, the Bengals were supposed to win that game. They got so fucking lucky. Was it luck? That pick six, the first one was not luck, but just like the other one, it's just like
sold.
Yeah, the soul, bro.
Sold.
It was that red. I don't know. But I still feel like the Bills are not on the same level as the Patriots. I still feel that way. Especially the first time they played them, they wasn't even warmed up yet. The Patriots wasn't even fully confident yet. Now they fully confident in themselves. Drake May got some more reps, got some more starts. I feel like, and Diggs gonna want to keep giving it to him. I still feel like the Patriots gonna still sneak out and win this one. I really do.
This comes down to basically the Bills are gonna. I think the Bills are going to make the playoffs. So I think it's safe to say it.
Yeah.
But this is basically if you just want to make the playoffs, you still want to win the division because you're 2 games back. You win this game, you'll be 1 game back, right? You look at what these teams do well, the strengths, you look at the weaknesses, right? The Bills their strength is obviously Josh Allen, but he turns over the ball still a lot. And their offense has times where they're ghosts. Where you don't know what's going on with him. You don't see it, like he don't move the ball. Patriots defense has been getting better week after week after week. At the beginning of the year, it was kind of shaky, but now every week with Mike Vrabel is a hell of a coach. I'm with you on this. And the reason I'm with you on this is because the Bills defense to me it's just too shaky. It's too shaky. Drake May has played well all season long. And this could be a game for Henderson to once again, because the Bills have one of the worst run defenses, if not the worst run defense in the league. So I can definitely see the Patriots at home taking care of business, and I wish I had it for me. This is a sweep. The Patriots are going to sweep the Bills this season. And I didn't think I'd be saying that anytime soon with Josh Allen.
Nobody be thinking to say that.
Like we haven't seen that since Tom Brady was there, but as far as I'm concerned, like you said, the Patriots are, as of right now, the better football team. Now, when it comes to the playoffs, If you tell me this matchup in the playoffs, I might think differently because the Patriots haven't been in the playoffs since Brady.
And this would more than likely to be the situation. Patriots beat the Bills, sweep them, get to the playoffs. Bills travel back up to New England. Of course, Josh Allen goes ballistic, playoff mode.
As long as it's not the AFC Championship game, he'll be okay.
Yeah,
he'll choke. If it's the AFC Championship game, the Bills are going to choke. They always choke in the AFC Championship game. So, because at least this year, they don't have to worry about the Bills. See, the Chiefs, this is the best year for them yet. The Bills are not even looking at this, how great of a year this is.
It's supposed to be the best year for Lamar, too.
I know. No Chiefs. The Chiefs are not making the playoffs.
No. I still think the Chiefs can make the playoffs.
How?
But went out. They beat the Chargers. They can win out.
They got a tough schedule. You got to beat the Chargers and you got to beat the Broncos. They have not shown. Listen.
You saw the Broncos barely beat the Chiefs the first time.
Listen. Did you see what the Houston Texans defense just did? Because the Broncos defense is just as good. So, and they went into Arrowhead and did that. And that's what Broncos could do too. It's hard right now to trust the Chiefs offense. These receivers are dropping the ball left and right. It's bad. Even Rice.
Nah, that was disgusting.
Kelsey, what was that by Kelsey? I'm like, are you thinking about a life of a showgirl when you're over here on the field? Like, what are you doing?
Man.
This man is 6'7" the ball, bro. Like, what are you doing, bro?
So I'm guessing you rolling with the Chargers?
To see the Chiefs get swept by the Chargers, like, once again, like, this would be sickening. This has to be a game the Chiefs win, but it's just not the same. I think this might be if you watch Vampire Diaries or Legacies or the originals, as you know how the way to kill a vampire is putting a stake right in the heart. This is what's going to happen. The Chargers going to go ahead. They're going to get that stake and they're going to put it right in the Chiefs' heart. Andy Reid going to the all-you-can-eat buffet for the rest of the season because this season's over.
L.A. Who's watching Vampire Diaries? What?
I just know people love that. They love that Vampire Diaries shit. You know what I mean? It's a good show, but I'm just saying, great show. I'm just saying, vampires.
Oh, you said that because of Taylor Swift. I see what you did. I see what you did there. I see what you did. Hey, I got the Chargers winning. I got the Chargers winning. Only because I just feel like the Chiefs been struggling, and Omari Hampton is back, and I think the Chargers defense, and it's like everybody's giving the Chiefs their best shot. If you realize every game they play, each team is turning up to the max. The Chiefs could very well win the game, but I promise you, bro, the Chargers gonna come out here trying to end them, bro, because they're gonna know. We beat the Chiefs now, nigga. Ooh, we beat them now.
And they just beat the Super Bowl champions.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
if they beat them, over with. So, I'm going to roll with the Chargers. Personally, I don't care. I still think the Chiefs are going to make it to the playoffs. I think the NFL makes more money with the Chiefs in the playoffs than out the playoffs.
I think that might be true, but I think Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift want to plan that wedding early. So, it's over with. They ain't making the playoffs. And I think there's going to be a lot of changes in Kansas City. A lot of changes coming up because you got to get this offense going. This offensive line, you got to get a better offensive line. This man be running for his life, Mahomes. These receivers, other than Rice, I mean, Worthy's fine, but Marquise Brown ain't doing nothing. Juju Smith-Schuster ain't doing nothing.
It would have really helped if they actually went out there and got a running back. No. I think that would have really helped them if they actually went out there and got.
They need to replace Pacheco now. I like Kareem Hunt because he always picks up that 1-2 yards you need. Yeah. You need that back there. You need that guy there, but they need someone to help out a lot. So,
was Bryce available from the Jets?
Oh, Breece Hall?
Breece, yeah. Was he available?
I mean, yeah, you could have. They could have
got him.
Yeah, they would have probably just made a pick a little bit higher. Yeah, they would have got him.
They could have drafted a running back too?
Oh, of course. It didn't work out last time. Well, Pacheco worked out, but the last time they drafted the first round one, it didn't work out with Edwards-Helaire. So they might be they might be sick still about that one.
Yeah. All right. Game of the week, in my opinion. Packers at the Broncos. Now, this is a game that I feel like, see, I look at it this way. I don't trust Bo Nix. Jordan Love be doing some weird throws sometimes or weird decisions sometimes. I love Micah Parsons. I like the Broncos defense. I like the Packers collective of receivers. The Broncos, you never know which receiver's going to show up. Same thing can be said about the Packers, but at least there's, a few more names. The running back situation, I like Josh Jacobs. The Broncos, I like Harvey.
Cool.
Harvey cool. So if you just look at it from that, I got to roll with the Packers. I feel like they have the best defender, the better quarterback. I don't know if they had a better receiver because I think Cortland Sutton is better than, them.
Cortland Sutton's a true number one guy.
I like the better running back. So that would be like the reasons I go with the Packers. But it will come down to which Bo Nix shows up. Because they up in the, mile high. They're going to be ready. Might not be able to breathe, but the Packers is going to be cold. If Bo Nix coming there and just light them up, cool. But I'm not a fan of Bo Nix. I just personally, I always think he's just like disguised as like ass. But he's good, but it's like, nah. I like Jordan Love, but sometimes he just makes tough decisions. But I like LaFleur. I think LaFleur can like really coach his ass off and put together a good scheme, and I think they're gonna be prepared for Denver.
This is a tough game. It wouldn't be tough if it was up in Lambeau, though. But because this is in Mile High, where the fans go crazy, and they be going in, complete. They be going wild, the fans, Bronco country. It's tough because Bo Nix that boy funny, man. He's a good quarterback, but he's just, I don't know, man. He be back and forth, but because it's in Mile High, the better team is the Packers, though. But because it's in Mile High, and the sea levels and all of this stuff, Packers these games, a lot of times, they be closer than they need to be with these Packers. Packers really should be blowing some of these teams out. But and every time I keep saying Broncos are fraudulent, but they keep on pulling out these wins. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll with the Broncos in this one, and it just isn't gonna shock me if they find a way to win this game. Even though the Packers are definitely, the eye test definitely tells you they're the better team, but let's see what happens. Like on the road is different. We'll see. I do think the Broncos defense is gonna give Jordan Love some problems, but I think it's vice versa. So especially with the way Bo Nix be playing sometimes. They're playing right now to keep that, or they're playing to get that number one seed with the Patriots. So they still got a battle out here.
The one thing I will question, and I never thought about that until I just thought about it now. Micah Parsons. When the Dallas Cowboys would get to the playoffs and they would go to Lambeau, I think it was in Lambeau, and it'd be cold, and Micah Parsons just disappeared, right? Mm-hmm. He's used to playing. It's been a little colder now, so he might be used to it, but you're going to Denver now. Will Micah Parsons disappear? That is the one question I have. Like, in these cold climates, will Micah Parsons be Micah Parsons?
Well, he needs to be if he's going to be living in Lambeau.
But this is first year here. I'm like, is he even prepared for that?
I mean, he's been productive this season.
He's been productive, but it ain't been cold yet. Hell no. It's cold up there, but we in Florida. So.
With the sea levels and all that mess, and this is going to be a tough one when it comes to breathing. So we'll see. That's why I think the Broncos have an advantage always at home, and that's why I think like they're not too far apart when it comes to like, and the Broncos have had some big wins. I keep doubting them because I just feel like
you don't trust. It's Bo Nix. It's Bo Nix, bro.
That's one thing, but they found ways this season. Just like the Patriots have found ways this season to keep getting wins. you got to start having some belief, and this is what I'm gonna show it. And remember, I pointed out when they went to Philadelphia and beat the Eagles. I said that was gonna happen.
I didn't see that happening.
I gotta trust my gut here. I gotta grow with your old coach, the old ball coach. I'm gonna roll with Sean Payton. He's gonna find a way because he is the better coach here, even though LaFleur's a good coach. But Payton, the way Payton's been coaching up, I'm gonna roll with them. I got this game like 20-17, 17-14, something like that.
I could see something like 24-24 field goal win. Either way. I'm going to say Packers because I said Packers, but either way, 24-24 or something like that. 24-24, then 27.
If the Packers receivers can get off that man coverage, because the Broncos play man coverage, so
yeah.
if they get off that man coverage, this could be a long day.
Man, Watson get down the field?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It could be a long day.
Our final game of the year. Oh, I'm sorry. Our final game of the pod. Lions at Rams. I was more hyped about the Packers and Broncos. For some reason, the Lions at Rams don't really hype me up. I feel like the Rams just gonna smack them. Like I do think there's a lot of playmakers on the Lions. You know, St. Brown and Gibbs, and we know the players. I just feel like Matthew Stafford. You know, he had a stinker up in, Carolina. But then put belt to ass against the Cardinals. Back on schedule. So I think they're going to continue to put belt to ass on the Lions. I don't see the Lions defense stopping Puka or Devontae Adams. I think Matthew Stafford is going to be able to do what he needs to do, take care of the Lions. Lions going to be tough, but I just trust the Rams defense. And I trust Stafford more than I trust the Lions aren't fully healthy. So I'm going to try to go with the healthier team.
I'm picking the Lions to win this game. Yeah. Picking the Lions because they need it. They lose this game, they're in trouble a little bit. Like playoffs they'll be on like the tail end of the playoffs.
Shit, the Rams lose, they in trouble.
Why is that?
Because Seahawks will get the number one seed now.
Yeah, but I don't know. The Rams, I just feel like they're still going to make the playoffs, though. And I feel like the Lions they're on life support. It's really not. They have to win out. And it's like, what this game right here will tell a lot. Like, obviously, the Rams, like you said, like Puka's gonna have a great game. I see this being a high scoring. Like, if the Lions are gonna win this game, it's gonna be high scoring. So it's gonna have to be, But to me, after seeing I really thought the Rams were actually unstoppable, unbeatable before that Panthers loss. Seeing that Panthers loss remind me that if you can get some pressure on Stafford, and the Lions do have somebody on the squad who likes the relentless with pressure. If Aiden Hudson and that defense line, because the front seven of the Lions is very good. It is the secondary that's a little iffy. But if you can get some pressure, enough pressure that he can't have enough time, then you might make a couple turnovers and you can pull this game out. Because I feel like as good as the Rams defense is, it's still very hard to stop Gibbs, Montgomery, St. Brown, J-Mo. It's tough. Even Tesla. It's just tough still to stop that offense. And I feel like if I'm the Lions, and I know Dan Campbell, he's going to be going for it. He's going to be aggressive. Fourth downs, he's going to be going for it. He's going to be aggressive.
I think they're playing with their season on the line.
Yeah, so he's going to be going all out. Do I like that the game is on the road? No. Because the Lions play their best ball at home at the crib in that damn dome. And that dome is like they're unstoppable almost. Like they remind me of like the greatest show on turf, Rams, with Kurt Warner and Falk and stuff like that. That's Isaac Bruce and Torrey Holt. Like, they score a lot of points at home, but they need this game. They need it bad because you still got the Bears on your schedule. You've already lost to the Vikings. You got to play them again. Like, listen, you got to have this game. So I'm basing this off of you got to have it. I do not think, I'm going to tell you this right now, I do not think they're the better team. In the playoffs, I'm taking the Rams. Like, no questions asked. But here, when I know you have to have it and you're going to try to do everything and Dan Campbell's going to be aggressive, I know that defense Coordinators gonna be trying to be aggressive with Stafford, trying to get some pressure on him. They're gonna definitely try to stop Kyron Williams in the running game and make it just pass happy, and probably try to double Puka and maybe try to see if you can bracket Adams and try to make, some other receivers beat you.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, I'm just basing this off of who wants it more because, listen, it's hard for me to see the Lions not making the playoffs. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 36 of SayWhatsReel. Let's pray for my Buccaneers tonight to get this win against the Falcons. But low-key, I'm kind of hoping that this season's over for us so we can go ahead and just get these guys out of here, get these coaches out of here and do better. With that being said, though, I'm Lawrence.
I'm Nick.
That's SayWhatsReel. Like, comment, subscribe for more content.
Bang.